Hello everyone and welcome to my highlights of AOR America, this time obviously for the American Grand Prix like normal, and here we are in qualifying, 37-3 reset, and after the result in Japan, we came 7th there. It was a pretty good race, so I felt that possibly a podium was on there, and unfortunately we didn't get the podium there, but pace was really good there, and we had scored points for the first time in like 4 races there, so that was really good. But here we are for America, and in qualifying, it wasn't really good. It wasn't. America, I had no confidence going into it. I just, for some reason, on the pad, particularly on the pad, the first section doesn't flow very well, and that's something that is a thing that I think for a lot of tracks in this game, the pad is so hard to use because it's at times it's just so understeery, and there's a lot of almost a delay of movement you have in the first sector, and also it didn't help because I changed my setup before this race, going into this race. I had a setup previously that I felt much more comfortable with, and I changed it, and the car was understeering like an absolute boat, particularly in the first sector. So yeah, it just a shambles really, and that is really the whole race. And going into it, I didn't really care too much, and that is a problem of mine. And I have been lacking a little bit of motivation recently, mainly because of the poor results, but also because I put so much time in this game, I just don't find it enjoyable, and I have decided that I won't be doing no season on this game. I won't be doing any more league racing on F316. I was going to, but I decided not to, and that's because of my enjoyment towards this game. But I might do league racing on other games, but not F1 into F317. But here we go to the line, and we do improve to a 37.1, but that lap was pretty scrappy, and that puts us into P8 for the race, P7 temporarily, but that was, I was surprised I even was in the top 10, for being honest, with that pace. I mean, that was pretty poor. 1.6 after Feismer, who was just quick. So that's where we start on the race. Not bad, points look good, look to be on, and so around here, it is a 2-stop race normally, but if you have a safety car, you can do a 1-stop using the median compound, so there's an opportunity to use a 1-stop race here, so we'll try what we can. But yeah, in qualifying, the car was understeering all over the place, so it's as if my setup change that I made, and I think that's the worst thing you can do going into a league race, is changing your setup, and that's what I did, and it was a big no-no for me. I just could not get used to the car in qualifying. It was horrible to drive compared to what I normally would do. I could do a 36, at least 36.6 beforehand, so here we go for the race. We've got to try and do what we can do, what we've got right now, which is P8 in the grid, which is not a bad position to be in. You know, it's not the best, but it's not the best qualifying I've had this season, but we have got a good chance there. So here we go for 5 red lights for the American Grand Prix. Lights down, and where we go and get a pretty decent start. We go up nicely, and Taylor's a little bit slow off the start here. I'm going to have a little look into the middle here. There's a gap there. We're going to go for a late braking manoeuvre up the inside, and nice contact model there. And I made sure that I got Gord back round and running properly again to cost myself some time. And yeah, that was a very big mistake for me, going for a gap there, really. I had nowhere else to go, but I just sort of looked to the inside, and someone was on the main side, and I just sort of avoided them. And that caused that incident with Gord, so I made sure that I paid the price for that, and I did take that to the stewards. So I took myself to the stewards that time, this time, and luckily it was a racing incident because he finished on the podium. But here we go, we're all over Rapidz Octane. I was struggling so much with the understeer, it was ridiculous, but here we go. He's on the soft compound tyres, go up the inside, a diving move, late break, and oh my god, so close to Callum, it was ridiculous. We get the move done on Rapidz Octane, and we're up into P11. So right now he's looking towards more of a 1-stop race, and same for Callum as well. But we're in his slipstream right now, and we're going to try and get past him as soon as possible. Here we go, slipstream and rich mix. Here we go. We're going to go to the outside line. He needs the outside. We're going to go round the outside, and we're going to try and make this move round the outside, and we've got the move done. And that was a pretty nice move, if I have to say so myself. That was a pretty decent move, and we're back into the points again. All Gord is just in front of us. Ow! Hello, Callum's on my inside. Cheeky. And we leave him some room, and we're still in P10. So, a pretty decent start from us. Well, not decent start, but, you know, a good recovery so far. And it was looking pretty good, but I was just suffering with confidence. And there you go. First corner cut of the race. First of many. And yeah, I just really was just struggling with just understeer. It was strange because I did a couple of long runs going into this race, and it just got worse. It just understeer galore. It wasn't even a tyre wear, and there you go, another penalty, and that was quite harsh. That tends to lose you time You can't get anything there. But the car just felt very unbalanced, floaty. It was completely different to my other setup, and I just regret that decision of changing my setup there. So, yeah, we're in a very uncomfortable position right now, and now Gord is fighting away with, I think that's Hayasa, I think his name is, and they're battling away, and they're holding each other up a little bit, so we can close in on the guys ahead. And you know what? They're not getting away too much from us on lap 2, but they look at that, they're battling very hard, and just look, they've got no confidence on the brakes, just understeer, and it was a completely horrible win. I even somewhat experienced this in practice, but the car was much better to drive in practice than this, and yeah, it just really was just horrible. It was a horrible experience, and just understeering everywhere. Had no pace, and America is one of those tracks that I've never really had the groove around there ever, and it's the same again here. And I don't know. Yeah, that's the way it is. But here we go. We've closed right up into Gord right now, so he's struggling to get past. Hayasa in Sal, but he goes to the inside, and we really have closed up, and Hayasa's on the outside on the curb, but we get a little bit of oversteer there. Look at that, uncalled for oversteer out of nowhere, and yeah, that's just more things going wrong really. And we close up to him, and we want to cut, and we get a fiscal penalty. So there you go, our first penalty of the race, and that's down to our understeer more than anything else. But we're right on him in here, and look at this, just it's like I was just driving. I don't know what I was driving. It's like I was driving with like 70% tyre wear. It was strange. But right now we're right behind him, and this is where things really went wrong. So as you can see, we're going to try and fiddle around with our next stint settings. We're going to change our front wing, because I felt like I was actually having a little bit of understeer, so I damaged my front wing, and we're changing our settings a lot, trying to go for soft tyres, and we completely missed our braking zone, and pile drive, VBR Hayasa, like that, and that is the way you do a caveat. And that was very embarrassing. I retired straight away from that race. I did not deserve to be there, in my point of view. That was just ridiculous, and that was me not concentrating. And that just shows my mental state of league racing right now. It's just, it's not that I don't care, but it's because I don't know. It's not because I don't care. It's just I'm just having a miserable time with things really, and I just don't want to do any more on this game. I mean, that is just the thing, and I just don't enjoy the game anymore. I've been pretty open about my feelings towards the game. Well, not open, but I have some of my things about the handling, how it's changed, and that's down to apparently track surfacing. How the wants to change track surfacing. It's not actually the handling itself; it's actually just the track surfacing. And they're changing the game, and that changed for me. It's changed a lot. Made the cars more understeery on the pad, and it's become unenjoyable since the first build of the game. And I was going to do another league, as I said earlier, and I decided not to do more league racing on this game. Only until F 2017 comes out, when hopefully that's going to be a better game than this, because I felt that league racing is really enjoyable. The content model isn't that good. Just the cars don't handle as well as they should have done, and I just don't enjoy the racing in general. It's just not a nice game to play anymore. And yeah, I get quite frustrated with myself, because I put so much hours in and put so much practice in, and I just don't get the results that I feel I deserve. And that has been a real main problem for me. This is actually our fastest lap we've done in quick race, which actually was a much better lap than the lap we did in qualifying. And this was 36.5 here. But yeah, just in general, I just didn't want to do league racing anymore in this game. I've got 3 more races to go. I've got Mexico, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi in AOR, and then I'm going to finish up in this game. And maybe I might do other games like Forza, or I might do like, I don't know, I might go back to Forza if I might join Tora, and I might do a little bit of a Forza on there, got Forza leagues on there, or I might do project cars, but then with that I'm on a pad, so that's not that good, and setups are going to be allowed in the new AOR project cars 3 league, so that might not be the best way for me. I don't know, maybe I won't still do league racing at all, but I have got a planned series that is up my sleeve I might be able to use, so we'll try and go with that. But I will still be playing the game, no matter, but I just don't want to do league racing on it, because I just don't find it a very good league racing game, and that is just disappointing, really. I mean, this game was really good. This game is really good. It is a really good game for next gen, and the graphics are fantastic. The handling in its own right is very good. It's just this thing that let it down, the content model and the change they've made to the track surfacing. It's made the cars a little bit more unsturdy than they were before, in my opinion. But that's that really. So 3 races to go, and I'm gonna probably have a break from F1 League Racing. I might do something else, and we'll come back stronger for F1 2017. That's really the aim. Hopefully the next 3 races can be good. I'm gonna give it my all, and that's what I can do. So that's been this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys understand. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more racing content on the channel, and I'll see you for another video very soon, which probably will be Mexico highlights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.